Jump in. Jump in. Don't be afraid. Don't be scared. Jump in. You can stay here if you want. Until what you wait for. Jump in. Get it. It's yours. I take it. You can have it. Jump in. Oh, Lord Jesus. I don't know what you wait for. Behold, I place before you an open door. The door is open. Shout. Good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Oh my goodness. Sign in and say good morning. I miss you all. Say good morning, say good morning, say good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. This is the day the Lord has made. We shall rejoice and be glad in it. Jump in the conversation. Jump in wherever you fit in. Get in where you fit in. Good morning, Miranda. Good morning. I miss you all so very much. Good morning. I miss you all. Do me a favor. Do yourself a favor. Do somebody else a favor. And spread the word and tell them morning coffee and me is back on. We've been off for about a month now. Yeah, it's been about a month that we've been off, but we are back and we are stronger than ever. Good morning, good morning, good morning by the grace of God. Good morning, good morning. I want you guys to start tagging people. Everybody on this live tag at least two people. Everybody on this live tag at least two people. I miss you. I miss you guys. I miss y'all. I did. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. I miss you all. It is 2023. I was able to greet you all going out of the year. I didn't get to greet you all coming into the year. So this is my formal greeting to everyone. Welcome to the best days of your life. Welcome to the best rest of your life. The best is yet to come. Good morning to everybody. Good morning, Stella. Good morning, Lady Stella Walker. Good morning to you. Tag, 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 share, share, share. Tell them morning coffee and me. We're back on. We're back sharing, and we're back sharing by the grace of God. Woo! I gotta find another track. I gotta find another song because it don't take much for me to go in. Good morning, Ashley. Good morning to you. Good morning. Good morning. Thank you for tuning back in. Good to see some of the same followers of Morning Coffee and Me to tune back in. And this is your first time tuning into Morning Coffee and Me. I'm Pastor Latoya Harris, and this is your empowerment station. This is the live to inspire you, empower you, give you that spiritual caffeine boost. And coffee stands for Christ offers forgiveness for everyone, everywhere. Good morning, Lady Dion. Good morning to you. Good morning, beautiful lady. Thank you for tuning in. I miss you all so much. I did. Hey, Charmaine. Good morning to you, beautiful lady. I miss you all so much. Hopefully, you all miss me as well. Hopefully, that wasn't just a fleeting thought in your mind. But we're back on. Good morning, Minister Davina. Good morning. How are you? AKA Praiser. Good morning to you. Good morning, Prophetess Kimberly Cummings. How are you? Soon to be Dr. Cummings. How are you? Thank you for tuning in this morning. Good morning, Anise Benson. Hello, beautiful lady. Thank you for tuning in this morning. Good morning to my wonderful husband, my love. Thank you so much for tuning in this morning. Thank you so very much. Good morning, Sheila Thompson. How are you, beautiful lady? Thank you for tuning in. Lynn, Tara, good morning to you. My husband said, we're glad you're back. We're glad Morning Coffee is back. Thank you, sweetheart. Thank you, thank you. Good morning, Rachel. Hey there. Thank you so much for tuning back in. Hey, Rilla Caldwell. Thank you for tuning back in. Hey, Tay Michelle. Y'all just give me a minute to greet everybody, please. Please, please. We're going to be talking in just a moment. Please. Tay Michelle, how are you? Hello, hello, hello. Thank you all for tagging. I see you tagging people. Thank you. Wake them up this morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Someone said, Miranda Bradford said, I missed my morning coffee. I'm glad somebody missed it. Good morning. Rachel, don't do it. Don't do it, Rachel. Don't do it. Thank you so much. Rachel said, my attitude has been horrible for about a month. I need you. Oh, Rachel, thank you so much for being so consistent. And thank you so much for your support of Morning Coffee and me and the God on the inside of me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You've been tuning in. You might be, Rachel, one of our longest listeners going on. I think it's about 6 or 7 years. I don't remember at the moment. Good morning, Lady Angie Matlock. Good morning to you, beautiful lady. Good morning, Lady Katrina Living. Good morning to you, beautiful lady. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you all for tagging, liking, commenting. Hello, Bree, honey. Good Bree, honey. Hello, Bree, honey, love. Good morning to you, and I love you too. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, good morning, good morning. So listen, for time's sake, we're gonna go ahead and get started. Again, thank you all so much for tuning in to Morning Coffee and Me. Again, if you're just tuning in, it's been about a month that we took a month break, but we are back, and we're glad to be back again for the third time by the grace of God. Thank you all for your consistency. Thank you all for sharing. Thank you for tagging. Thank you all for supporting. Without you all, I'll just be on here just talking to dead air and dead space. But I'm grateful that somebody has been encouraged by Morning Coffee and Me. I'm grateful that through my free will and submission to the Holy Spirit to get up on Tuesdays and Thursdays. When I feel like it and when I don't, to get up and to be able to empower others is definitely a passion of mine, and I believe it's a definitely a calling that God has me doing. So, hey, I'm glad to be back, and good morning to everybody. If I didn't get to say good morning to everyone individually, good morning, good morning. I have to say good morning to my brother, Minister David Stout. Good morning to you. Thank you so much for tuning in. Work call, work call, work call. If y'all ever follow him, he's always work calling early in the morning, and he's doing work and contracting work. So, hey, if you need contracting work done, you can get in contact with my brother David Stout. It's on his page every morning. All the type of work that he does. All righty. Good morning. Hey, my niece is on here. Y'all are woo, Serenity K Stout. Good morning to you and happy birthday to you. And we'll have to get together for your birthday. I did not forget. I love you. Well, good morning to everybody. Everybody. Hey, Shaniqua Drew, Lady Drew. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Hey, Alicia. Good morning. Good morning to everybody. That is tuning in. Hello, elect Lady Davis. I said I wasn't gonna call everybody, but good morning, Whitney. Good morning, Minister Stephanie Williams. Good morning to everybody. So it's so good to see everybody. So good to be back on live. So listen, just to put this plug in here, when we come on, I want you all to come on early. Don't wait to the middle to try to come on or at the very, very end. You know, you can definitely go back and watch it, but it's nothing like watching something live. And I tell people that in general, it's nothing like getting it while the getting is good. It's nothing like getting it fresh, while the oil is flowing, while the word is flowing, to be in that thing, to jump in that thing and to be a part of it. And so, with that being said, Morning Coffee and Me, normally we run about 55 to 60 minutes. So we're going to be cutting that time down due to my schedule becoming a little bit more hectic. We are going to be coming on for 30 minutes only. So get in and get in early. 30 minutes only. We will be coming on, and right now it's already 8:26 due to me coming on a little late today. So we'll be coming on 30 minutes only versus the hour, or versus sometimes we go over an hour. So we'll be cutting that time in half. So soon as we get on, jump on so you can still get what you need to get and still be fulfilled by morning coffee me. So good morning to everybody. So glad to be back for the 100th time. I am. So thank everybody again. But we're gonna go into this topic this morning. I did not release it. Hello, Pastor Long. I did not release the topic. And also he has Big Mouth Catering. So we'll be getting with you soon, Pastor Long. My husband will be contacting you real soon. Big Mouth Catering, and they have wonderful, wonderful food. So contact Pastor Reginald Long for their business if you're looking for somebody to cater and etc. Good morning to everybody. So listen, again, I'm glad to be back on live, but I didn't release the topic, but I am now. So if your hands are free and you can type it. Good morning. Hello, beautiful lady, Jawanda Allen. Always have prayers for you. So the topic this morning is the healed version of you. Good morning, Elder Terrence. The healed version of you. Can somebody type that really quickly? I want to post it. The healed version of you. I know many people may have gotten the unhealed version of you, but let me talk to those who have put in the work, who have put in countless of hours, who has put in the therapy, those who have put in the mental work, the spiritual work, the emotional work that it takes to become a healed version of you. Can anybody talk back to me this morning? The healed version of you. I'm not talking about anybody else. I'm not even talking about the hurt. I'm not even talking about who caused the pain. I'm not even talking about the situation that you may have endured. I'm not talking about who, what, when, where, and how. I'm talking to those of us this morning who has taken the time to dig yourself, with the help of God, of course, but who has taken the time to dig yourself out of a very dark place. Is there anybody on the live? Is there anybody on the live that can feel what I'm talking about? The healer, I'm talking about the parts of you that maybe you did not have the correct assistance at the time to even walk you through the steps of healing, but you had to figure it out. If you wanted to become this version of you that was not always bitter and always sad and always offended and always rejected. I know I'm talking better than y'all are responding this morning. I'm talking to the individuals who had to literally take the pieces of your heart and literally allow God to mold you and put you back together again. And I want some of you all to understand what makes you unhealed, what makes you a version of yourself that literally causes people to repel from you. That is the unhealed version of you. But those of you who have put in the work, you've taken the time to do self inventory. You've taken the time to go to counseling. You've taken the time to do therapy. You've taken the time to meditate on the word of God. You've taken the time to do the healed version of you does not respond like the unhealed version of you. The first sign of an individual that has been wounded, an individual whose heart has been broken into pieces because of unresolved issues or because of sin or because of unforgiveness, because of discouragement, because of the heart growing sick, weary, tired, faith getting weary, because These are the symptoms or the attributes of an unhealed individual. And a lot of times we have to understand that a person that is bitter, a person that is angry, a person that is always rude and dysfunctional, a lot of times that is not just what they want to be, but it is actually what they've been through, the hurt, the wound, the pain that they are experiencing that comes out in an unhealed version. Let me see what y'all are saying while I'm talking. That's it, the healed version of you, the healed version of you. Some of you all, to be honest, have never met the whole you. Met the healed version of you. You don't even know what the healed version of you likes. You don't even know how the healed version of you talks, how it acts, how like you separate from yourself, the way I'm saying it. You've never met the healed version of you. Most of you all, and when I say you all, I'm speaking of myself as well. I'm not detaching myself, but I want to let you know, most of you all only know the unhealed version of you. You only know what pain is like. You only know what rejection feels like. You only know what despondentment feels like. You only know what discouragement feels like. But the healed version of you is a version that some of you have never met, but you're getting ready to meet this individual. You're getting ready to meet this beautiful person who has overcome many obstacles, many mountains, many bruises, many forms of rejection, many forms of abuse, misuse, mentally, physically. Need I go on? You are about to meet an individual through the help of God that God has literally put you back together again. But amazingly, He did not put the pieces in the same place that they were before. You are a brand new you, the healed version of you. The Bible says that Jesus is near to the brokenhearted. The Bible also says that He understands our pain. He understands our griefs. And the thing about that, He don't just relate to us. He doesn't just get in our shoes, but He's also willing and able to heal us and restore us. How do you know, Latoya Harris? I know because I serve a God who healed me. And I tell many people, I said, healing doesn't come until you're ready for it. Healing doesn't come until you're ready to let go of the pain. Healing, God is always ready and willing to heal us. Can y'all make that a stake in your mind, in your life? God is always, God is not holding back healing from us. Do you understand that? God is not in the corner saying, well, I'm not going to heal you. I'm not going I'm going to wait to this time to heal you. I'm going to wait till next year. God is not waiting to heal us. We have that power. We have that authority to allow God to heal us. He's always willing and ready to heal us of our brokenness. He's always willing and ready. Are y'all on morning coffee and me? Are y'all feeling what I'm saying this morning? He's always around ready to heal us. But the fact of the matter is, there is a process that happens to get to this place called the healed version of you. The process of letting go of the pain, the process of letting go of the hurt, the process of literally regurgitating the incident over and over, replaying it over and over in your head, and finally get to a point to say that I am willing to let go of this hurt so I can get to this healed version of me. I still hold the individuals accountable. It's not letting them off of the hook, but it's basically saying I owe myself the right to be a healed individual. I owe myself to be healed. So God is not in a corner holding healing from you. He's waiting on us to be like, you know what? I'm gonna drop that situation. You know what? I'm just gonna drop the situation. I'm going to because if I hold on to it, it's becoming poisonous. If I hold on to it, it's causing me to be a person that I know that I am not. If I hold on to it, it is changing my heart. If I hold on to it, it's changing how I give and how I interact with other individuals. If I hold on to the pain, am I talking to anybody this morning? If I hold on to my pain, I'm actually holding my own self back. If I hold on to it, then I'm keeping myself in a place called stuck. If I hold on to all of this craziness, it's doing nothing but killing you from the inside out. When you, and I tell individuals this, after you've cried it out, after you then went through the process, that it actually happened, that you actually experienced it. Yeah, they actually did what they did. Yeah, they didn't apologize. Whatever took place in your life that caused you to be an unhealed version of you, you have to do that work and say, you know what? It's not worth the time. It's not worth any more of my mental space. It's not worth any more, my husband would say, my mental real estate. It's not worth another emotion in my body. It's not worth another pain. It's not worth blood pressure. It's not worth sickness and disease. The situation, it may be bad, but it's not worth me dying with the situation. And when you finally get to this place of saying, I want healing over satisfaction, I want satisfaction of revenge, I want healing over making someone feel the way they made you feel. When you get mature enough and you get enough strength to say, you know what? Let me see what y'all saying, because I'm just talking this morning and my time is just moving this morning. If you're on live today, I want you to share. I want you to comment. I want you to I want you to tag somebody this morning. Yeah, the healed version of you, the healed version of you. Absolutely. Absolutely, absolutely. When you get to this point, you know when you get there, no one's gonna have to prophesy to it. Nobody's gonna have to tell you finally to a place so you're ready to get healed. You know when you get to this point of saying, you know what, it's not even worth it. I can no longer even rationalize in my mind why it happened, when it happened, who it happened, the reasons it happened for. You'll stay there forever. And when you finally say, you know what, I'm just gonna let that go. I'm just gonna let it go. I'm gonna woosah. I'm gonna let it go, and I'm gonna allow God to be God in my life. But at this point, what I need more than anything is to be healed. Is anyone there with me this morning? More. Good morning, my beautiful mother, Dr. Overseer Janice Thompson. More than anything, I just want to be healed. I got a few more moments, but can anybody feel that this morning? More than the pain, more than the desolate memories, more than the situation, more than the trauma and the drama. I just want to be healed. I just want to be mentally healed. I want to be physically healed. Your version of you. More than who did it, and as the older saints will say, and why come? I just want to be healed. More than reasoning with yourself. More than, as I stated earlier, revenge. I just want to be healed. I just want peace. I just want to be the individual that God has called and created. Is anyone sharing my sentiments this morning? That God has called and created me. I want to walk in that healed version. I want to walk in the version that I may have never met before. I want to see that individual spread their wings and be able to fly without having to come back down to simply deal with the emotions that you never dealt with before. The healed version of you. You will know when you get to that place and you decide to release your offenders. You will know when you get to that place and you decide to allow the healing virtue of God to literally overshadow you from the crown of your head to the soles of your feet, to go into the deepest parts of you, the deepest depths of you, the parts that you never showed anybody or even shared with anybody. You'll know when you get to that point to say, you know what? It's not worth me losing me. And when you desire healing over revenge, you're ready. Can somebody type that this morning? Let me catch up with your comments. Somebody say you're talking good. All of this, you're talking good. Self-inventory. You had to be put back together piece by piece. I dare you not to allow you to be broke to break me again. I don't respond the same. Yeah, you helping me out, Minister Stephanie. Yes, my God, I sure don't. I gotta relearn myself. Wow, that's a lot to think about. Hello, my dear friend Angela Berry. Uh-huh. Let's see what y'all saying. Preach, Pastor delivered. Absolutely. Robbie Jenkins, good morning to you. Yes, whole, healed, and free. Has overcome anything. God has did his work. Absolutely. Let go of the pain. He wants us healed. He wants us whole. I'm behind on these comments. I'm just getting the ones in. Let it go. Absolutely. The process is necessary for healing. I owe myself to be healed. That's it, Ashley. When you desire healing over revenge, that was one of the last statements that I made. When you desire healing over revenge, then that's when you know you are ready to walk into the healed version of you. If you could only understand that on the other side, from unhealed to healed, that it's a totally different life. If you could only understand that, you know what, I'm gonna just say this in I'm going to say it and just be a little bit transparent. Sometimes it feels good to hold on to the pain because it's a comfort place. Because if that's all you really experienced over 50% of your life is pain, 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 rejection, 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 eventually you get used to those type of behaviors and those feelings, and you find yourself in a comfortable place. And it actually, at some point, it feels good. It feeds you emotionally at that time. But if you only knew that on the other side, from unhealed to healed, that it was a totally different life, that it's a totally different attraction, that it's a totally different mentality, it's a totally different verbiage. If you only knew that it is better to let go of a thing, a situation, and tap into something new, that even if you don't know what that territory is like or what it even feels like, even if it's uncomfortable, uncomfortable can also mean better. Uncomfortable can also mean growth. So you have to understand that you have to let go of the unhealed version of you if you want to grab a hold to the healed version of you. I need to let you know that the healed version of you, just like Prophetess Cummins just said, it is absolutely, your verbiage will not be the same. I need to let you know you will not even attract, and we'll do this next week again. You will not even attract the same relationships. Are y'all here for this conversation this morning? You won't even attract the same relationships. The same, the healed version of you, your attitude changes. I need to let you know, a healed heart, that's the better way I can say it, will always result to a contented and a joyful life. Did y'all just hear what I said? So you know you ain't healed when you always mad. You know you're not healed when you always sad. You know you're not healed when you're always dysfunctional. You know that's not the healed version of you. Even life is gonna happen. Life is gonna be life, and life is gonna do what it's supposed to do. But when you are healed, you respond totally different. When things come, you don't even respond the same way. There is a connection between a healed heart, here, catch this, and a positive attitude. There is a connection between a healed heart and a positive attitude. Women, number one, and also men. There is a connection between a healed heart and a positive attitude. If your attitude is horrible, there is a red light to you. There's some hurt, there's some wounds, there's some rejection, there's some unsatisfaction going on in your life. The reason that you are how you are. Nothing is never right. People never can get it right. You never satisfied. Anything people do, say, you always on the offense. It always has to deal with you. Someone can make one statement and 5,000 people hear one statement. Out of 5,000 people, you just saying it was you. It was directed towards you because you're still not healed. You still operate in rejection. You still think that you are the subject, the target of everybody's conversation when people aren't even thinking about you. There people going on about their business, and you still sitting there saying this, that, and the other, because that's the unhealed version of you. That's how an unhealed person responds and asks, well, how do you know? How do you know? How do you know? I just know. I know. It's a different life. That's it. Prophetess Ashley, it's a different life on the other side from unhealed to healed. There is a connection between a healed heart and a positive attitude. Proverbs 17 and 22 says it like this: a cheerful heart is good medicine, but a crushed spirit dries up the bones. When you become healed, you will know the difference between a cheerful heart and a crushed spirit. A crushed spirit literally dries up the bones. It literally sucks the life out of you. But a cheerful heart becomes a medicine. When you become the healed version of you, you will distinctively, very quickly be able to spot the spirit of depression and oppression, and you will be able to see a crushed spirit because you know what it's like to be crushed. And literally, the healed version of you will want to literally diverse and literally get away from the crushed spirit, the crushed individual. You know you're not healed when you are comfortable around crushed individuals, when you are comfortable around depression, when you are comfortable around rejection. Because once you become healed, you will notice it and you will find yourself, you know what? Hey, I can't hang around this. Hey, I gotta move around. I gotta find some, I gotta do something different, because the healed version of you is requiring nurture, is requiring you to feed it positivity and not negativity. The healed version of you is requiring healthy relationships and not toxic relationships. And that's why some old relationships begin to fall off, because you met them when you were unhealed. You met them when you didn't know your value. You met them when you had no boundaries and you had no limits. You met them when you were trying to please everybody. You met, am I talking to anybody? You met them before you hit your growth spurt. You met them before the healed version of you. And that's how you lose relationships and lose ground in relationships, is when you begin to make relationships that the unhealed version of you requires to be fed. Because the unhealed version of you, in order for it to eat, in order for it to be nurtured, it needs negativity, it needs sadness, it needs depression, it needs rejection, it needs pain, it needs wounds. And I'm almost done this morning. But the healed version of you is on a different diet. It does not require the pain. It does not acquire a taste for gossip. It does not require a taste for tearing down one another. The healed version of you requires nurturing in a positive way, an environment that is healthy, relationships that are healthy, a lifestyle that is healthy all the way around. And when you begin to come into this healed version of you, and your spiritual diet change, your natural diet begins to change, how you eat begins to change, where you eat begins to change, who you attract in your life begins to change, your conversation begins to change. That's when you know that you've tapped into a different version of yourself. You've tapped into a mature, a healed, a ready, a progressing, a loving, a kind, giving version of yourself. Listen, let me read some of you. I've grown further than that. Let it go and let God. I'm just trying to see what y'all are saying. You grow through what you go through. Absolutely, Lady Katrina. Trust God in the process. It's times it feels good, and be blessed. Thank you. Woo. Speak. Hallelujah. Come on and teach here. Healing brings peace. There's a connection. Yes, it is. A healed heart brings positivity. Gotta keep it moving. Some of you all, just from the time of tuning in to now, your mentality has been shifted in a different way of, you know what? I don't even desire to hold on to this pain anymore. If that's you, you don't even have to You don't even gotta say nothing on the live today. But I don't even desire to stay in that place. I want to see this healed version of myself. I want to see the version of myself that has overcome things that absolutely should not have overcame. I want to see the version of myself that is strong, that is beautiful, that is growing, that is thriving, that is striving. I want to see the version of myself that is not always mad and angry and upset and just frustrated and always putting my pain on other individuals and just blowing up everywhere that you go. I want to see that version of myself that is peaceful, that knows how to get along with individuals, that is not full of strife and contention. Can y'all talk back to me this morning? I want to see the version of myself that I'm not saying that you won't get mad, you won't get upset, but to live in that place. I want to see the version of myself and see myself the way God sees me. The healed version of you, part one. We're going to get to part two on next week. But again, I am so glad to be back on live with you all. Morning Coffee and Me. If this word today has been a blessing to you, I want you to type, I've been blessed by the word. I want you to type, I've been blessed by the word. I've been blessed by Morning Coffee and Me. I've been blessed by the word. The healed version of you is going to shock a lot of individuals because when they come back to try you emotionally, you will respond differently. And let me give y'all just something that I've learned. I learned, I learned, I learned for the third time to stop putting myself in harmful, toxic situations. No matter how much I love them, no matter how much I appreciate them, no matter how much I'm rooting for them, no matter how much I wish that they succeed, no, and prosper and grow and all of those good things. I had to make a conscious decision to stop putting myself in harmful situations because when you do that, you will find yourself always having to get to the healed version of you because you're putting yourself in situations where you have to continue to heal. Well, you got over that and then something else happened. You got to continue to heal. Well, then you got healed from that statement and then they made another negative statement. You have to learn to love yourself enough to stop putting yourself, if you can have any power, in situations that continue to keep you in a broken state. I love you, but you're not healthy for me. I love you, but I can't hang with you like that. I love you, but we can't have those conversations. I love you, but I'm not going back through that another day in my life. And when you decide to love yourself enough to get yourself out of toxic, harmful situations, you will see a version of you that you will have to relearn all over again, and people will have to relearn. Then you will experience receiving the good of what God has for you in this life, this present life. This present life. It is not all pain, it's not all hurt, it's not all wounds, it's not all sadness, it's not all rejection, it's not all beatings, it's not all corrections, it's not all rebukes. There is a version of you that you've never met before. And when you begin to meet this healed version of you, you're going to fall in love all over again. Nobody going to be able to do nothing to say to you. They don't like you, so what? They don't agree with you, so what? They don't like how you protecting yourself in your life, so what? They don't like the boundaries that you got in place to protect your peace, so what? They no longer can control you mentally or physically, so what? When you decide to get to that so what place, life will be so different for you. Blessings and favor be unto all of you all on today. May God keep you. May God expand you. May God prosper you in all that you do. Listen, there is someone that has set the tone for today for your seed sowing, into Morning Coffee and Me. I always say you can't pay for a word because guess what? I don't have enough money to pay for a word, and you don't have enough money to pay for God's word. Absolutely not. But you can share in a love seed of appreciating the word that you have received today. That for me, I feel like it's life changing. I don't know about anybody else. I feel like it's absolutely life changing to get out of that broken place and move into a whole different place mentally, physically and spiritually. If that's you on today that say, you know what, somebody has already set the bar, somebody has already started giving. I didn't have a number in mind, but someone has sowed a seed of $50. If you're on this live today and you say, you know what, I feel the need to give. I feel the need to sow into this word. I feel the need to sow into morning coffee and me on this morning. I feel the need to take my seed and I want to be a blessing on today because the word has changed my life. I'm not talking about change just your mind, but when you hear a word that changes your life, you don't just applaud it. You don't just say, I thank God for it. You show appreciation to whoever it is, whatever it is, and ultimately to God for sharing a word with you that has not just changed your day or your morning, but has changed your life. The healed version of you that some of you all are getting ready to get to literally meet face to face. This version of you will not be broken. This version of you will not be sad. You've had enough sad days. You had enough crying days. Let us keep going and see what the end is going to be. Those of you out there say, I'm going to share the $50 seed. I want you to go and do it now while I am talking. I want you to go to, amen. I want you to go. See, that I've been off so long, I didn't forgot my own Cash App. I want you to go to Latoya Harris, MIN. As they say, I'm in the black and white striped dress. So please make sure that you're giving to the correct Latoya Harris. Latoya Harris, MIN on Cash App. If you're sowing the $50 a day and you say, you know what, this word, I can't bypass it. And I just want to be a blessing. I want to be a blessing and I want to share in my giving today. If you're one of those that's going to share your $50, do it now. If you say, you know what, I want to share something. It won't be $50, but I do want to be a blessing and give. I want everyone that can sow a seed of $20. Do it now. And those of y'all that say, I don't have any of that, sow whatever you can. And those of you all who the numbers are too low and you say, you know what, $50 is nothing for what I received today. I can give way more than that. You're more than welcome to do that as well. I want you to share if you're on this live in your giving. I want you to go ahead and do it now. In a mentality of, God, I thank you. I'm not just giving a seed just so I can get something back. I already got what I needed. I got on the live and I got what I needed today. Thank you all for sowing and giving today. I got on the live and I got what I needed today. I heard what I needed to hear. I heard what I needed to hear. I see you all that are giving. So what? Y'all, my niece is my ride or die. Like our personalities, like we right there hand to hand. This young lady is full of wisdom. And when we talk, I be like, girl, I got somebody that understand me. Like literally, I'm like, you young, but girl, you something else. You full of wisdom. And so yeah, so what, baby girl? So what? So what? They don't like you. So what? So what? So what? Keep on moving. The old version of me, that's it, Whitney Dixon. The old version of me is in the past. That's the past. That's the past. That's the past. The old version of me is in the past. There's a new version that is on the horizon. And when you meet this person, you're going to be like, God, why did I take so long? Because I was going to say that point. When I finally started letting toxic things go and toxic mentality and toxic people and whatever the case was, when I started letting it go, I got mad at myself because I was like, girl, why did it take you so long? Why did you rehearse that situation for years? Girl, you was trying to fix something that was never meant to be fixed. Girl, do you know how much time? This is how I was talking to myself. You invested in a thought of a person who never would have gotten the perspective of how they treat individual. If you would have just let God heal you a long time ago, you'd be a lot further. So I want to share that with somebody. Don't be like me, like I was. Holding on to it prolongs the good things that God has for you. Holding on to it does not, and I got to get off of this live, it does not produce anything healthy. When you release yourself to be free from the thoughts of others and the situation, shuns with an S on the end of it, how it happened, and it, you know, I spent a lot of time, and this is just a little transparency of trying to create something and make something work that was never destined to work. That's why you got to stay to the end. Just because I asked for a seed, you don't jump off. You got to stay to the end and see what the end gonna be like. Spend a lot of time creating a life that was never destined for me to have. At least not at that time. And so if I could help anybody else, those will be my words to you. Let go of it quicker. Let go of it sooner. Let God heal you. He ain't holding, he ain't holding healing back from you. You holding yourself back. Go through the process. Allow your emotions to do what emotions do, because you're human. And then find that time to say, you know what? I let it go so I can grow. I'm getting off of the live today because it's getting a little touchy. So I'm going to go ahead and get off. But I will see you guys on next Tuesday. Same time, same place, 8 o'clock a.m. Tell somebody morning coffee. We're back live, full, and in color. Hope this has been a blessing to somebody. The healed version of you is on the horizon, and it's going to be something crazy. They think they saw something. If you did, if you did all of what you did unhealed, if you accomplished all of what you accomplished unhealed, baby, the world ain't ready for you. They not ready for what's getting ready to happen. Those of y'all that are on this live, this word has been blessing to you. Go and put your seed in the ground, $50, $20, whatever the God lays upon your heart, and let God bless you. This is good ground. The ground has been tilled. And guess what, God? You will reap a harvest and you will see manifestation happen in your life, in your heart, in your mind, if you haven't already. I love each and every last one of y'all. Be blessed. In Jesus' name is my prayer. God bless you.